Hey, everybody. Welcome to a very special Shifty Sunday. The reason why I say that is it isn't exactly Shifty Sunday, but it isn't exactly not Shifty Sunday. I'm Hebro 77 along with Sandy Diva, and we're just kind of doing a live stream to give you guys something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing a full on live stream. That's why Splatter's not with us right now, because this is more like a special thing that I want to do, because I do have some personal things to talk about. I have Sandy here with me.
I'm moral
Um,
support.
or yeah, moral support, and I have no controls over the the whatever
Yes,
you
I'm
want
also
to
the
call it.
producer.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. That's yeah.
Mhm.
So we got Go Kart Bob, we got Splitter 420. Um,
Astrofugitive. I know that's what you're stuck on. It's Astrofugitive.
No, I see. The thing is, backstage before you came in,
Uh-huh.
I was practicing because I saw him here earlier, and I was practicing the name. And as soon as I say it out loud, I can't say it.
It's temporary. It's okay. He's switching it back.
Valley Parks is here as well, and real or not for real, of course.
Josh. Mhm.
Well, I know it's Josh, but I gotta say, I just I say the avatar
The
name,
real.
you know,
Yes.
just I don't know, just for fun. We got to pretend, Sandy. We got to pretend
I know.
like these aren't like look at huh?
I said I
Like
know.
they have secret identities,
I
and we got
got
to
you.
protect the secret identities.
I
So
understand.
I do want to give a special shout out to someone. What's that?
No, I said I understand. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go.
Hello?
Go. You can't hear me?
Oh, okay. No, I do want to give a special shout out to Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Wait,
I
can you
think
not
you're
hear
hearing
me?
me on a delay of some sort, which is weird.
That is weird. So you mean like I'm in a totally different time zone right now?
Well, you are in a totally different time zone, but I said I understand right away, and then you responded to it like 2 seconds later, which is very strange.
Oh wow. That's
Okay, it's
crazy.
okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just here. Go ahead.
I don't even know what the hell I was going to say anymore. Oh no. I want to give a very special shout out to somebody who may or may not be watching, and if they're not watching now, perhaps they might be watching later. I don't know, but I'm only going to give a first name, of course, because we want to protect people's secret identity. The name would be April. I don't know if this person uses their real name as their name in chat. And I'm not saying that's their real name. And even if it was their real name, I wouldn't tell you if it was their real name because secret identities. That's why. So, just wanted to throw that out there.
Mhm.
So, I hear these fake websites are now spreading false rumors again.
Huh? I am
Well, the
so
other day
lost
I
right
was
now.
I was looking at Facebook. I was going through my Facebook feed, and these people, what are their names? Like Iron Mike fans or something. And there
Hmm.
was a fake post on there about the death of Kurt Russell.
Oh,
And
you want to talk about that? I thought we were talking about something else, so I was confused. I got you.
oh yeah, no, no, no. It was we've had death hoaxes before. Like we've seen these celebrity death hoax before. I've seen them like a million times, but this looked to me like it was really legit. Like I could tell if it's a death hoax because it'll be a post on someone's page or something, and
Hmm.
you could just tell it just looks real fake. And then you got to go check. You got to go Google, and then you'll see that they're still alive.
I
You know what I'm saying?
understand. Yes, I just want to let you know, Josh in the chat says it does sound like there is a delay. Something weird is going on. Just let you know.
Oh, and I just heard a ding. Yeah.
I heard a ding too. That's
Huh.
on your end, not mine.
Oh, I see.
That's probably your messenger.
Well, wait a minute. We got bone breaking action in the chat.
And Kenra.
Wait, we got Kenraz?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Right above bone breaking action.
I did not see them come in, see?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there they are. I see them now. See?
Yeah, you're on a delay, see?
Yeah,
You're on a delay.
definitely. How come
It's almost like you're on YouTube and not in Streamyard. You know what I'm saying?
that is odd.
It's very odd.
What does this person mean they won't let them watch?
Where are you seeing that?
Hold on a second. No, I'm sorry. I'm reading. I'm sorry. Can you hang on a second? I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure. I'll keep them entertained. It's fine. Okay, guys. Hello. Welcome, everyone. Just to give you a heads up, I can't put my show up until the show's over because I'm sharing it to Rumble, and Rumble will only allow me to have one stream at a time. It won't let me set up two. So I can't put my show up until this show's done. So we are having a show tonight. It's going to be, we're going to finish the reaction show, and then we're going to open up the panel. So that is what is on the docket for tonight. I just don't know what time we're going to start. I don't know what time Hebro is going to end because I didn't know he was going to be talking about Kurt Russell. But yes or no in the chat, did you think Kurt Russell died? Yes or no in the chat? Because I'm curious. Because for me, he did not. I don't think he's much older than us. Maybe he's 60. Let me check. Give me 1 second. I am checking his age. I could be wrong. Yeah, he's 74. Never mind. He is much older. He is 25 years older than me. So, yeah, he's a bit older.
What, Kurt Russell? I thought he was 77.
74.
74. Okay. Yeah, I seen one not too long ago. Who was that? It was a Alec Baldwin or something. One of the Baldwins. There was another, but I could tell right away that was a hoax. Like it was too easy.
Well, Astrofugitive says, I've heard of this Mandela effect where people remember Kurt Russell dying.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Go-Kart Bob's a no.
Oh, man.
Heard in chat elsewhere, says Ken Raz. But checked was good still.
Yeah, it just came up on my Facebook feed.
You can't trust any of those things. They're all fake.
I know, just like the news.
Yep.
You know what is something I do want to talk about, even though this isn't the show. There is something I do want to address, though. It's something I've noticed for the last, I don't know how long it's been, but people are starting to see through that shit. Like they are starting, I could tell they're starting to be a shift and how people are viewing. Like for an example, what's his name? Fetterman, that Fetterman dude.
Yeah, you mean my senator?
Yeah, it seems like that his eyes are kind of opening a little bit now, and he's kind of agreeing a little bit on stuff that the right is doing.
You know, I got to tell you, I think it might have to do with his disability, because what woke me up to the left was becoming disabled. It might just be that.
That's an interesting look on it.
Because like you know, you become disabled, you expect to get on disability, you expect to have help from the community that you poured your money into for years while you worked, and then you find out, nope. Like, for example, every Christmas, now I'm not saying they don't help people, but they don't help disabled adults, okay? Unless you're a senior or a child, no charity helps disabled adults that I found, at least in Philadelphia, except for the Catholic Church. The Catholic Charities does not help. I'm talking about your local Catholic Church. Our local Catholic Church helped us with an electric bill payment one time. It's a once in a lifetime thing. You can never go back for help again, but they did help us, and we are extremely grateful. This was back during COVID, when that whole mess was happening with the unemployment system. But yeah, no, I called the Salvation Army. I called everywhere, and no one would help.
I'll give them points for that one. That's pretty cool.
Oh, you mean the Catholic Church?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, none of the charities. I'm like, you'll hear. I was listening to the radio, and I was like getting really upset. I'm like, they're like raising money for one of the charities, and they're like, to help families in need. And I'm like, what families? We're a family in need. No one's helping us. What is going on? I'm so mad. I'm screaming at the radio like a lunatic.
That's what pisses me off about this whole thing about, the illegal immigrants coming in and taking all of that. Like,
don't even get me started on that.
We're on Shifty Sunday, so it's all right. Well, kind of Shifty Sunday, but that's all right. But like, they're coming in and taking all the stuff that Americans, like you said, like families in need. Well, what about the Americans in need?
But that's what I'm saying. That was I could never get what they get in a million years. They have. Yeah. There's no cash assistance in Pennsylvania. The state of Pennsylvania does not have cash assistance. There is no EBT cash. You can only get temporary assistance for needy families, which is a 2-year program.
That's learned.
You cannot ever collect. You can only collect it for 2 years, and you must have a biological or adopted. Like my stepson, he has a mother and father. He's not mine, so he doesn't count. You know what I'm saying? You must have a child under the age of, I think, 11 or 12 to collect TANF. So I've never collected any cash from the state, ever. There is food stamps, which I'm grateful for, and I'm extremely grateful for Medicaid. Oh my goodness, I'm so grateful for Medicaid. Saved my life. But there's no cash assistance. And then you hear about people coming here illegally. They get furnished apartments, their rent is paid. They get cash every month. They get food stamps 5 to 10 times higher than any other person gets, any other American. They get a car. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, and I have people within my family, not going to mention any names, of course, that hate Trump and say he's the reason why we're losing SNAP benefits. And it's like, are you kidding me? It's like, no, you dumbass. How about
I'm not losing any SNAP benefits.
How about the illegals coming in? What about them?
The only people losing SNAP benefits are people who are choosing not to work. If you're unable to work, you're not losing anything. If you are working 80 hours a month, you're not losing food stamps either.
Yeah.
At least in Pennsylvania. In Pennsylvania, you must work 80 hours a month or be disabled. If you're disabled, you do not have to work, obviously, because you can't work. Right. You're not losing your benefits.
Right. That's what.
If you are able to work, yeah, they expect you to work. God forbid.
But that's what these people are complaining about.
Yeah, they
Like,
don't
I
want to
don't.
work. That's the thing.
I
They
shouldn't
stay.
have to. Yeah, I shouldn't have to work. Well, I shouldn't have to work to get free money, or not free money, but
No,
that's what
free.
they think it is. That's what
Yeah,
they think it is.
it's food
The
paid by
ones
other
that are
taxpayers
complaining.
is what it is.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question.
Hey, Super Mario.
I
Yeah,
got a question about Super Mario. Super Mario, are you okay, man? You're looking a little bit different here
blonde.
lately. Just,
You are looking a little blonde.
yeah, I'm just saying. But seriously though, it just it I get so sick and tired of hearing people blaming Trump for everything that is not his fault. I get so sick of it. It's like, give me a effing break, you know?
Hold on for a second. Valley Parks. I had to call 4 churches in my neighborhood before one would help. I called
And
Catholic
that's
Charities.
amazing that the Catholic Church did that, by the way. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, Catholic Charities. I called Catholic Charities first, and they said, no, we only help really the elderly. Um, but
What?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Each of these like Salvation Army and stuff like that, they only help specific groups. If you are not part of that specific group, a child, a family with small children, elderly, homeless, if you're not part of that specific group, they don't help you.
I can see. Okay, I'm gonna hold on. I could see giving them priority, but to
No,
not
they
even.
only help specific people.
But that's what I'm saying. To not even help anyone else outside of that qualifying those qualifying categories that you mentioned is doesn't that kind of go against what Jesus taught? I mean,
Absolutely. You know what's happening at Goodwill now, right?
huh?
Goodwill. What they're doing right now is so disgusting. No one donate your stuff to Goodwill. Please don't donate to Goodwill because number one, they are upcharging. Let me put it this way. So let's say you have in your closet, right? A shirt from Target that's worth $20 and the tag is still on it and it says $20, right? And you donate it to Goodwill. Goodwill is then taking that, ripping the $20 off, and having the nerve to charge $30 for a shirt
Wow.
that was 20.
What?
They're it's so it's so expensive at Goodwill. It's cheaper to shop at Walmart and Target. There is
That's
video after video after video online of people undercover in Goodwill showing you the prices, which is insane, and showing you like pulling up tags and stuff, showing you that the price was actually cheaper at the original store. They're like, why am I going to pay $40 for a used pair of sneakers when the new ones are 50?
damn. I was just getting ready to go try to find me a suit or something at Goodwill. Like I
Yeah, see,
mean,
Go Kart Bob. Go Kart Bob says charging $27 for used shoes. Exactly. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's
get the
insanity.
get the f out of here.
You used to go there and they'd have dollar days where you'd have like
Yeah,
everything with that sticker is a dollar. Nothing
yeah.
was more than 10. Now I mean they had a couch in there for $350. A
Get
couch for
get the fuck out.
Please don't donate
Really?
to Goodwill. All they're doing is taking your stuff and making a profit. I understand that they pay employees, but they are a nonprofit. They don't pay taxes.
Yep,
90% of what they bring in is profit for them.
that's true.
And everything's donated. They don't have any overhead. They don't have to buy any merchandise. They're donated that stuff from Target. They're donated that stuff from Walmart and the other stores. Just like you guys donate your stuff. So please don't. The Purple Heart is good. Donate to the Purple Heart. Um, and yes, donate to the Salvation Army. They don't help financially, but they do help with blankets and coats and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they're a good organization.
But
Kitty catty
definitely look.
whack.
But
Sorry.
definitely, it's okay. I'm saying if you're going to donate, definitely look into the organizations first and call them up. Ask them who they help, because I guarantee it's a specific group. One other organization that helps: Toys for Tots. It
Toys
gives
for Tots.
Christmases to kids that parents can't afford it.
Yeah. You know, I have a refrigerator magnet that has Toys for Tots on it.
Toys for Tots gave my nieces a Christmas one year when my sister couldn't afford it.
Well, that's cool. That's very cool.
I worked at Toys for Tots, volunteered, and at the end, if you here's a tip: if you need stuff for your kids, go volunteer at Toys for Tots on the last day. Whatever's left over, it's a free for all. I had 2 big bags of toys, like Santa Claus with 2 big bags that I took to my sister of the leftover stuff that I just. They had probably more stuff under the Christmas tree that year than any other year. You can take whatever is left. They give you a big
Man,
plastic
that's
bag.
awesome.
Yeah, if you volunteer. Your time.
I bet those kids had a holly jolly Christmas.
They did.
Heck yeah.
Volunteers
I
of
know. I
America is good
remember.
too, says Josh.
I was. Who is it?
Volunteers of America.
Volunteers of America. Okay. Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. I used to find all kinds of cheap shit at Goodwill. That is. That's sad. That's sad. What's happening? That is just sad.
It is.
Yeah, I remember. I think I found a Nintendo 64 there one time. It was like $20 or something like that. I was like, hell yeah, I'm buying this Nintendo for $20. That there was a good deal, especially it's like what 2006, 2008, somewhere along there.
Kitty
You could,
Caddywhack confirms. Yes, I have friends who volunteer. I've done it a couple times. Toys for Tots is a great organization. I agree.
I'm gonna have to start donating the Toys for Tots then.
Yes, well, you got to donate a new toy.
Right,
But yes,
I'm good at that. I can. Oh, I can dig up all kinds of good new toys.
yeah,
Maybe even find something for myself while I'm at it. You know, just saying.
yeah.
But no, that's. I've always been a proud sponsor of Toys for Tots. I always thought they did a good job, and I'll be proud to help them out in the future. But the reason why I do want to bring up, since we're 24 minutes into the show, um, I was making sure more people showed up and could hear my story. Of course, I don't know. Are you sharing this on X?
X and Rumble.
Okay. So I don't know how many people will actually, like from my channel, will actually know my story, but I some of you know I did a video a while back about my grandma falling, breaking her hip, and I never came out and said this, I don't think, but actually I got something to report you guys. My grandma actually passed away a few days ago, and that's why I haven't been doing a whole lot of Shifty Sundays. And As a lot of you probably know, my grandma was more than a grandma to me. She was a mom to me. She raised me. Her and my grandpa both raised me. Um, so that was like my mom passed away. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
um, and so, I haven't been feeling it. I really have not been feeling it. I wasn't feeling it like after she broke her hip because I kind of knew that that was sort of like a death sentence. So, when you get up there, she was 95. You get up there in that age, you break your hip, it is almost always a death sentence. I won't say always a death sentence because hell, the doctor or the surgeon that came in and talked to her said that they did perform hip surgery on the 90 or 100-year-old lady or 100-year-old person. I don't know if it was a lady or a man, but 100-year-old person. And they had survived it, and so that gave hope, and that gave us hope, and that was you take a chance, you take a 50-50 chance, and she wanted to go through with it because it was better than not being able to walk at all ever. So either way, it would have been, you know what I mean? Like it was really the only decision.
Hebro, you got
Yeah,
muffled. There was like this weird interference, and then you went
really.
muffled.
How
Yeah.
far into it did I get before I got muffled?
Just a sentence here. We can hear you. It was just muffled, but we could hear you.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was letting you know so you could switch position or something. It's clear now.
But did you hear the story?
Yes, we heard the story.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure because I don't think I could repeat any of that.
Okay, no, we heard it.
Okay. Um, but yeah, that's why I haven't been doing too many shows, and I don't think I've done a show in about a month. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken.
3 weeks or a month, something like that.
Yeah, but yeah, that was. I probably had my hand like this. Am I muffled now?
No, you're good.
Okay, I don't know what that was then. Um, but yeah, that's the reason, and I'm gonna try to get back to doing more regular shows now. Um, but it's not going to be for a while. I'm not saying like right now at this time because we still have a funeral to go through, and I haven't really fully gone through that grieving process yet. So this is just a wait and see, case by case basis. We'll see, how things go, and if I have a show, I do. If I don't, then I'll definitely let everybody know. And yeah, that's the main reason why I decided to go live tonight, to let everybody know that why the good old Hebro just didn't seem like his normal self here lately. And I don't know if anybody's noticed, but I actually haven't put out a video, like a video. Like I put out like little short videos here and there, and oh boy. Um
Oh, Jesus Christ, Hebro. Can you go to your channel, please?
yeah, I know.
Oh, thank you.
I I'm well aware I can't do anything right now though. Somebody else will have to.
Oh, wait, I can do it from here.
Okay, good.
Done. Oh, well, at least I did it from Streamyard.
Oh, okay. What the hell?
Oh, no, it was Bob by accident. I'll
Oh
fix it, Bob.
no!
I'm going to fix it right now. I'll be right back.
Oh no! He
I didn't
he
know it's
always
my
gets
Streamyard. I know, it's
he,
because the chat moved.
he always gets it.
He does. Oh,
God,
God. Bob, I'm so sorry. I'm fixing it
I'm
now.
sorry for laughing, but it's like It happened. The same thing happened to me like 3 weeks. What was it? 3 weeks ago?
The chat moved. I don't understand
Yes.
how it does that. The
Yeah.
thing is open.
But I know how that does. You can laugh all you. Okay.
I'm fixing it.
Like I wasn't feeling bad as it is.
Oh no, it's your channel. It's
Wait a
your
minute.
channel, Hebro. I can't unblock him because it's your channel.
Oh crap! If I try to log in, I'll leave. It'll kick me
No,
out.
you won't. No, you won't. Open up a new tab.
What do you mean?
Open up a new tab on your browser.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh crap! All right. Here we go.
Oh my god, it's moving again.
Let's see here.
There we go. Done. The right person was banned. Studio.youtube.com. Settings, community moderation. Go-Kart Bob says
Okay,
he's still
let's
here.
see.
Go-Kart Bob's still here. What the heck?
Huh. I see him right there.
Yeah, I know. So, but it says right here, Go-Kart
Yeah,
Bob
there
is
he
banned
is
and their
right.
comments were removed.
Yeah, that's what it said.
It says Go-Kart Bob. But he's right there.
That's weird.
Maybe someone in the
Yeah, I
chat
see him.
fixed it.
I hope so. Poor Bob.
Well, at least he's here. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Did you say that's all the
Ken
spiders?
Raz fixed it. Thank you, Ken Raz. Ken Raz fixed it for us. Thank you, Ken Raz.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. But did you hear what I said?
No, what'd you say?
You said that's all that matters. I said that's all that splatters.
Oh, matters.
No, I was
I'm
pretending
gonna
that
prove.
I had a
I'm gonna take
hearing
a
problem.
screenshot so I can prove to Bob that he was banned. Ken Raz just took care of it fast. I'm gonna take a
Yeah,
screenshot.
that was fast.
Yeah, because he was right above the other person. It's been what, 2 months?
Hey, wait a minute though.
Yes.
How come Go Kart Bob doesn't have a wrench though?
I don't know, but I think you should give Go-Kart Bob a wrench to protect him from
No,
that.
I
It's
mean,
happened twice.
did I take it away because he had one?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he had another account. Just give him a wrench to protect him, please.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think
I'm
you
going
can do it
back
in
in there.
Streamyard though. You're gonna have to do it.
No, I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Let's see. Yeah, I tell you what, I'm gonna give him.
He said, "Oh, my wrench is gone because you were banned. When you get banned, you lose the wrench. It gets stripped."
There we go. Okay, it should have it back now. I can't get back into StreamYard though.
That's okay. I'm in control of it. We can still hear you. It's all that matters.
That's true. At least I can see
Hellcat76,
chat now.
welcome.
Hellcat76. What happened to my avatar though?
I see it.
Can you guys? Oh, okay.
I see
Anyway,
your avatar, but they might not. They're on YouTube.
there was something particular I wanted to ask you, and I think I talked about it. I sent you a message, and I want to go ahead and ask chat real quick.
Oh, the Mandela?
Did you already ask chat? I think you already asked chat
I did. But you can
about
ask
the
them
thing,
again.
the thing that we talked about.
Yeah, you can ask them again.
Because okay, so like every time that I would watch Star Wars, like I watched the prequels, and even the original. When I would watch the
Wait,
prequels,
stop. It did it again. You went robot-y, and now you're muffled.
am I okay now?
Yes, you're okay now. It's like a few
Restricted.
seconds that you're muffled. It's weird. I don't know what's doing it.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Am I? Hold on. Let me adjust my microphone.
You are good now.
Oh, good. Okay. Now, what
It's
was I saying then?
You were saying the original Star Wars.
Yes. So in the original Star Wars, and even like the prequels, I mean the prequels, and even like the original Star Wars, there was hold on a second, I'm doing something.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
There was hold
Oh,
on.
what is
I,
that? Oh, that's
I'm
you.
sorry. Sorry. I had it
Okay.
on my phone. Um Give me just a second. I'm sharing something real quick. Um I'll get back to talk about it. So there we go. Okay, that should do. All right, so Obi-Wan Kenobi says a certain phrase. I'll just go ahead and say it because it's easier if I go ahead and say it. And then it's in each one. Every time he sees like someone from his past or whatever, or even someone like so. I'll say it two different ways. How about that? I'll say it two different ways.
Yeah, that's what I did. I said it both ways and said like one or two or A and B in the chat. I would say one or two, which one you remember.
So he'd see someone. He would either say, "Well, hello there," or he would say, "Hello there."
So one is well hello there and two is hello there. What do you guys remember in the original Star Wars movies?
Hey, who keeps pointing fingers?
Astro? Kenraz?
Oh, okay,
It's
I
Kenraz, but it's usually Astro pointing fingers. But
I
that's just,
see.
like, hey you, what's up? Like that.
Yeah, I see that. How do you do that?
That's It's one of the emojis. They have like all different hand symbols.
I didn't realize they had one that pointed directly to the camera, though.
Yep.
That's kind of cool. I'll tell you what's funny is like the first time I met you, we were saying something in the chat, and I was trying to tell you to scroll up, and I thought I hit scroll up, but instead I hit the middle finger emoji. And you was like, "What the fuck?"
Good times.
I know, right? God, that was good times though. That was when we were just wild and free. Back,
Jennifer Richardson, I can't pronounce it. I used to be able to pronounce it. Izalde? Izald? Elizald?
yeah,
It's been so long. Hello.
I know.
I'm just going to say Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer. Because I
Wow.
just butchered your last name. Sorry about that.
I remember she used to be a pretty good rag.
Yep. Haven't seen her in a bit. In a bit. It's always good when people come back.
I know, right? You get all excited like seeing an old friend again,
I
how
remember when
come?
Jennifer Richardson was just Jennifer Richardson.
Right? How come the emojis splatter? How come the emojis look so much?
I got found screen. Giving everybody the finger. I love it.
How come emojis look so much sharper on here than they do in the Streamyard?
Um, what do you mean? You mean on YouTube?
Yeah.
Well, that's because they're YouTube's version of the emojis,
Oh, I
whereas
see.
StreamYard is the universal emojis.
Huh. That's probably why I've never really seen the pointy finger before.
Maybe.
It is getting cold in here. It's been in the upper 80s for decades. And now, like, it's finally getting to where, like, we had storms come through here yesterday and it cooled things down. We had a big cool front come through, and now it's like 40 degrees outside. Which reminds me, I'm going to have to dip in for a cigarette break here in a minute. If you think you can control things.
I can.
Um, and then I'm going to play a video.
How are you going to do that without splatter?
We'll see. If I get kicked out, you can always take over. So,
No, I can't. Oh,
what do you
I
mean?
mean, I can't present, so.
No, I mean, like, if I get kicked out, I'll come back in with the presentation.
Yeah. Go Car Bob, no, this is not replay, and we are still live. Still live. All right, so are you going to take that smoke break
Oh, yeah.
now?
Well, of course.
Well, then, get going.
Here we go. Hold on now. I just got to get out of my chair first, Sandy. Give me a
Also,
minute.
I'd like to start a GoFundMe for WD-40 for Hebro's chair.
Do what now?
I said we need to start a GoFundMe
A
for
GoFundMe?
WD-40 for your chair.
Oh, yeah. I
The whole
know.
show.
I need one of those chairs that goes down the hall by itself, like just one of those electric scooters or whatever. That's what I
You
need.
just
Like Dr. Evil. That's what I need.
an electric wheelchair.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm just saying you need some WD-40 so your chair stops squeaking on air. That's all.
Yeah. I need that too.
Hmm.
Well, my birthday is coming up, just saying.
WD-40.
Someone someone buy me a bottle of WD-40.
Jennifer's correct. You can also use Pam cooking spray.
I do have
Or any
cooking
spray oil. Any spray oil will work.
Any lubricant. I shouldn't say it
That
that
you can
way.
spray.
Yeah, that you can spray. Thank you for correcting me.
No problem.
Okay, let me. Man, I really wish I had someone to pull me up right now. Okay, no, got it. I'm getting old, man. I'll be 48 in the next couple days. So,
You want to stop? Because I'm already a year past you. That's good.
oh
And then there's
man,
people a lot older here in the chat.
yeah, but
I know, we're
okay.
still getting older. I get it. I get it.
I was gonna say that's fair, but okay.
Hmm.
Hey, at least I didn't grunt when I got up that time. Okay, I'll be right back, everybody. Can you
Okay.
mute? Can you mute me up while I'm gone?
Yeah, but you're going to have to say unmute me in the chat.
Oh, I certainly will.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, he's gone. So, how's everyone doing tonight? I still have to put the show together, so whenever he decides to end this, we're probably going to need like a half hour, 45 minutes before we go live. So, if you guys want to, run to the bathroom, get some snacks, that sort of thing, you'll have a little bit of time in between the shows. Same, same, Jennifer. 10 months until 50. Same for Josh, too. 10 months till 50. Yes. Also, Josh has not heard it, but there's a really good one coming tonight from Astral Fugitive, which I'm going to be playing on the show. Yep, yep. I know what happened, Go Kart Bob. You got banned. That's what happened. And Ken Raz pulled you back from it, and it made you 35 minutes behind, and you lost your wrench. That is what happened. And you know who to blame, Go Kart Bob. Someone who shouldn't be here 2 months after the fact still continues to show up with new accounts. Unbelievable. Valley Parks, no, you and Splatter share the title. There might be others as well. See, I don't see anybody as old here. We're just all wise. Smart asses. Go Kart Bob just turned 69 on the 4th. Happy birthday, Go Kart Bob. Again. Splatter's birthday's coming up. Man. I have no idea what to say right now. Oh, you went and cheated, Josh. You went and listened to it now. Ken Raz turned 51 on August 30th. Happy belated birthday, Ken Raz. Man. On the next show of Hebros, I didn't forget Huberts if you're listening. I'm going to show some things about Candace Owens. I like Candace Owens, don't get me wrong, I like her. But I haven't trusted her since day one. Fully trusted her, let's put it that way. I believe people can change. that I first met Candace, not met her, you know what I mean? Like, knew of her, learned of her. That's a better way of putting it. I first learned of Candace Owens in 2015. And let's just say it was not a good first impression at all. And I finally found the video that I saw in 2015. And we are going to share it on the next show. Unless that's the video he wants to share. Maybe that's what he was talking about. Probably because he can't wait till the next show and wants to know what it's about. PSYOP, Jennifer. I believe it's a PSYOP to distract. They have to have us living in fear of something, right? I'm honestly not even paying attention to it. I only think of it when other people bring it up in the chat.
Hey.
Hey. The question for you, that video you want to share, is that the video I put in the thing? Or is it something else?
No, this is totally something else.
Okay. Just wanted to check.
I do have something for you that kind of links into some of the stuff that you guys do that I am willing to share, even though it's personal, private business of mine. If you want to hear it, cool. I heard some stories today about both of my grandparents and the things that they saw before they passed away. And I think it's interesting because it does tie in to sort of some of the stuff you guys do when you talk about the paranormal and stuff. And I'm going to start with my grandfather, who, my cousin, who is, I won't give away any names, of course, but I will say that she is a higher up at the VA. And she was there with him before he passed away. She was asking him questions and stuff. And keep in mind, my grandpa was still, he was still what's the word I'm trying to say?
Cognizant.
Yeah.
Cognizant.
What you just said. I'm not going to say it after you just said it. But yeah, he was still that. And he was counting the people who were in the room, but he said 11 people, but there was only 10 people in the room. And Beth had asked me, "You see someone else in here?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I think he had mentioned the name Frank, and his brother Frank was killed in World War II. And that was kind of, something. And then there was, I think my mom was telling me something about him saying to something that was in there, get out of here. Only said he probably said, "Get the hell out of here," because that was my grandpa. That's the way he talked. But said, "Get the hell out of here, you." And she thought maybe he was talking to Satan or something. Get the hell out of here.
Most likely
that was one thing. But oh man, April can't get the YouTube channel. I don't know why. I send it to Messenger. Anyway, she'll just have to watch it later, I guess. So then my grandma, she was going through all kinds of things. She saw lights. she would ask people around her, "Do where's your light at? How come I don't see your light?" And they would ask her, "You see lights?" She said, "Yes." And she saw lights, and she would take her flashlight and shine it and go, "Hey, get out of the way! I can't see my light," or whatever. And then she talked about angels. She said the nurses in here are all angels. And then she talked about other, lights that was in the room that no one else could see. Now she was coming out of anesthesia. She was coming out of anesthesia. She's talking about angels and stuff. But my grandma was never one to make stuff up or to tell stories or to get confused. Even till her last days, she never got confused about anything. She recognized us. She knew who we all were. In fact, she perked up when certain people came into the room. She recognized them. Well, that she knew who she was, knew where she was. So it was kind of something else. If you knew who she was and you knew, what kind of person she was, you knew that she was a very not a very religious person per se, but a very kind and gentle and loving and warm person. She never drank, never smoked, never even played one lotto ticket. And you know, she was all about the angels and stuff, all about God and stuff like that. She knew that we had all prayed for her and stuff. She said, "See, they said this. They answered your
You're
prayers."
breaking up muffled again.
Oh my gosh, I hate this internet.
And then
Uh,
you're fine. I don't know what you're doing, but when you said, "Oh my gosh," you were clear again. What the heck?
but did you hear what I said about the angels?
Yes, it's the very last two words that you said. That's it. Just the last two words that you said we couldn't understand.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
But yes, so she was seeing lights. She was seeing angels. She said, "I heard all your guys' prayers. I know that you prayed for me." She said, "Your prayers, you know, um, are coming true. You helped with your prayers." That was at the time when she was doing all right. When she had when we all thought she had a chance. But and at that moment, see, my grandma had been in pain nearly her whole life. Like she had always been in pain. She had suffered from fibromyalgia and other kinds of things. And she had always fought through pain to be able to go and do her stuff that she liked to do. But for the first time in years, she had felt no pain whatsoever. She was not in pain. And like I said, she was seeing different lights, different times. And never once did she ever, like, you could ask her questions and she could answer you. So she wasn't, you know, she was totally there, even though she had come out of anesthesia. You know how it is. You first come out of anesthesia, how you are. And, but,
Hebro,
what's up?
it sounds like your grandmother had what happened with my dad. That it's almost like God gives your loved ones, gives people this second wind of life before they pass, so that they can say goodbye to their loved ones and be remembered for how they were.
Yeah.
It sounds to me like she was going through that, where when you said she would perk up and she was saying all this stuff, and did she shortly deteriorate after that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what happened with my dad. my dad called me. Uh, I'm trying to remember. Hold on, give me 1 second. I need to look at the calendar and then I can tell you what day it was. Um, so my dad passed on Saturday. On Wednesday night, I spoke to him in the hospital, and he sounded great. I was asking him when he was coming home, and he sounded great, like his normal self. And I even remarked to him. I said, "Dad, I can actually understand you." Usually, like for like the last 3 years, I could not understand my dad on the phone. I really had to concentrate on what he was saying. He was like, I don't know, like slurry a little bit, like someone talking with dentures who don't have teeth. You can imagine, like it's
Mm-hmm.
harder to understand. And he sounded
Yeah.
clear as a bell. I could understand every word he was saying. I'm like, I even remarked on him, I'm like, Dad, you sound great. I can understand every word you're saying. He's like, I feel good. And the next night, I think I was on the phone with Splatter or Jeff. I was on the phone with more than one person. It was a group call. And my dad called me in the middle of the night, moaning, this horrible moan. And then it disconnected. And I'm like, Dad, are you okay? What's wrong? So I called the hospital, and they said, we'll go check on him. It's his medication. They gave him a stronger medication. I'm like, oh, okay. And then he was gone 2 days later. I think he was calling to say goodbye in the
Yeah.
middle of the night. Because I was not the
That's,
only one he called that night.
wow. That's the thing. That's the thing is I think we have the capacity as human beings to like we don't go until we're ready to go. I think like a lot of times. I mean unless it's a severe like head trauma like a to the head or something. But like if we're sick, we're dying of something like cancer or like liver failure or something like that, we could fight it. And I think we have the willpower to fight it until we are ready to take that final breath. Because my grandpa kind of did the same thing, but, and it was like he didn't go until he said his goodbyes to everyone. Once that happened, that's when he finally, that was it. And my grandma, the same way, once everyone in the family, everyone that mattered to her the most, that is, after all that was said and done, that's when she went.
Mm-hmm.
And he even went out at one time, like he flatlined, boom, it's gone. They thought he was gone, and he just popped right back up, just like that. He was a fighter, dude. He fought to the very last breath. And then finally, my cousin looked into his eyes and said, "It's okay. Let go. It's time to let go." And he did. He let go, and that was it.
Wow.
So I do believe that we don't let go until we're ready.
The way you just described that made me, it sounds like we have control over that part of our lives. Almost like, they know what's happening and they're told, you have this amount of time, get your ducks in a row.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe that that is true. Unless, like I said, unless you are knocked into a coma or something even
Yeah, so
worse.
something happens, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's There's a lot of people. There's a lot of stories I'm sure that's out there that people have done that.
My grandfather was arguing with Jesus. He was in the corner.
Hmm.
He said, "I'm not ready yet." He was arguing with him.
Hmm.
Arguing with Jesus. Could you imagine?
Yeah, I can actually. Yeah. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's what they said. One of my grandmas, when she was saying stuff about the angels and stuff, she said, "There's Jesus right there. He just walked in."
Yeah,
So
that's what
that
my
kind of,
grandfather said. He's in the corner, and his mother was also there too.
that's the kind of stuff that encourages me. It's like I believe in God and I believe in Jesus in the fullest extent because I know that God is real, Jesus is real, and I know that they've helped me out in more times than what I actually deserve. And but that little bit of reassurance, that little bit of that peek into what may be, that just kind of makes me feel just a little bit better, even though I'm not afraid of death, even though I know that there's something more out there. I know that Jesus and God and all that stuff is waiting. uh it's just, as a human being, we do kind of, we have the need to have that reinsurance. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you hear something like that, even though our faith may be strong, like you could have the strongest faith in the world, I don't care what you say, but just to sort of have that little bit of, and it may even be God showing you that, like it may be God saying, see, listen to those words are real. If people listen to it, there are people that listen to it and think, oh, they're just crazy, or oh, they're just out of it. You know what I mean? Like, there are people like that. It's people like that that don't really truly have faith. Not that they're bad people or anything. They just don't truly have faith. It's people that do question, or that they do see that really is what the people who are dying say that it is. The ones that actually do have faith, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jennifer, I'm so sorry. Jennifer's neighbor's daughter, only 26 years old, passed this weekend.
Oh my gosh. That is so heartbreaking. It really is,
Absolutely.
man. That is close to my daughter's age.
And Joey. And
That's
and when
crazy.
and now that you have a daughter that's that age, and I have Joey that's that age, 26 seems like a baby now.
Yes. Yes, it does. That's the weirdest thing in the world, is like when you're that age, when you're in your mid 20s,
Like
it
I'm almost
seems
30. I'm old.
right. Yeah, it seems like you're old, but you don't know shit yet. You're just finding stuff out. And it's like, they say that 25 is when the brain fully develops.
Yeah.
And but it doesn't feel like that when you're that age. It feels like you've lived almost a half a lifetime already.
Yeah, that's what I said. I couldn't tell you how many times as a waitress, because I was a waitress at that point, I think. Or no, I was a waitress. Be 30 and 35 after I lost the graphics job. But regardless, I'm like, I'm almost 35 years old. And they would be laughing at me. They're like in their 60s. I probably was still a baby to them. But I felt old, almost 35, you know?
Yeah. And I can see, like, younger people, like my kids, like when I tell them, you know, about, oh, you're not old. Wait until you get 40. I could see them rolling their eyes at me. Like, you know,
Yeah,
the way I
it's
would
true.
have, the way I would have rolled my eyes, someone like my mom who's 72 years old right now, like if I would have told her back then, I'm getting old, mom, she's been like, what are you talking about? Shit. You know?
You know, my mom and I used to joke around. I remember when I turned 30, um, I stopped at my mom's work. She worked in she was a medical assistant. And I walked in. I forgot why I was there. Oh, she was giving me money to pick up stuff for the dogs. Because I had to pick up the dogs at the groomer, so I had to pay for the groomer. She has 4 dogs. She had 4 dogs then, and it was my birthday, and she's like, "Wow, you're 30. You're getting old." I said, "I'm old. You're old enough to have a 30-year-old daughter."
There you go. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that is something. And then like when you hear a song like or like when you hear a song like I like big butts, I cannot lie, and you hear it like in a grocery store or something, and it's like or on an elevator, it's like, oh no, wait, what? This has become elevator music now? This has become grocery store music now?
Yeah, yeah. When you hear "Don't Speak" on Oldies 98.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it, man. But seriously though, I forgot what the hell I was going to say. But oh, you know what I can do?
What's
Here's what I
that?
want to do.
Didn't you want to share a video?
No, no, I don't want to share a video.
Oh, okay.
What I want to do, I was talking about my grandpa earlier, and I'm going to show you where I get my sense of humor from. So here's a picture of me. This was back 2000, 2008. Oh crap, we lost Sandy.
No, you didn't. I put you
I'm
full
not going to show.
screen.
Oh, you put me full screen. Why did you do that?
Because you're showing a picture.
Oh yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
So this is me, 2008. Let me, and as you can see, I call it a nice little bass there. And if you look very closely, you can see my grandpa in the background. He's making faces.
I see it.
So yeah, that's that, folks, is where I get my sense of humor. All right. He was a very joking man when he was young, younger. He used to play practical jokes on my grandma every April Fool's Day. He used to love April Fools. Like that was his favorite day. But at the same time, he was a tough, hard-headed man, and he didn't put up with anybody's crap. And I can remember if I brought home homework and I didn't do it just right, he made me erase all my answers and start all over again. And that was the drill sergeant in him, because that's what he was in the army. He was a drill sergeant. So, uh, yeah, there was a little mix there, you know. But can we go back to the other screen, please?
Yes, you can. I didn't know if you were done sharing pictures.
Oh yeah. For now, anyway, I got another picture I want to show, but I want to do something with it first. But yeah, I thought A very little bass. You see, Splatter, it's all about perspective. See, I'm a very tall, very big guy. So yes, the bass standing next to me seems very small, but it's all about it's all about perspective. Of course, a little tiny. It's going to look tiny compared to me because I'm a great big guy. So just saying. Uh, yeah, no bass shaming, Splatter. Come on now. No, but I used to love doing that. I used to love fishing, hunting, and just being out in the woods. And, just chilling out in the woods underneath the stars, away from people. I can't tell you. I might have an opportunity to actually live out in the woods. So it's been a dream of mine for ever since I can remember. I always wanted a place of my own out in the woods with a lake and place where I could just have bonfires and stuff, and that would have been that's my one of my dreams, and I may be closer to that dream. Um, Hopefully one of these days, and if I do end up achieving that goal, I will share it on here with you guys. But yeah, my other dream would be like to win the lottery, but come on. That one might be a little tougher to do, but at least I could probably get that little place out in the woods that I've always wanted. I'm just saying. That's a little bit more obtainable. Another dream of mine I always want to have is like either one of the car from Knight Rider or the Ghostbuster car, the Ecto 1. I always wanted that. Like for years, I'd sit there looking at cars, looking at ambulances, scrolling through and go, man, I wonder if I could afford that. And if I could, I wonder if I could afford to fix it up to customize it. But I don't know anything about cars. So it would be like if, what can I compare that to? It would be like if a monkey tried to make a house. Actually, I don't know. The monkey might be able to make the house a lot better than I could actually like customize a car. That might be a little bit more better. If anything, it would be a little bit more amusing. Maybe. I don't know. You got anything to add to that?
I don't, but it's okay.
I don't know where I was going with all that nonsense. But what do you think about the whole light? Like, do you think that that's God? Like, God is the light?
No, he's the life now in this reality.
Life?
But yeah, going to get me started on that Mandela.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. No, he's always been the light.
The light, right? I know.
I wish we had armor on right now. He'd tell you even.
No, I know. I'm with you on
No,
that.
I know you know.
100,000,000%.
Ken Brass, I like his comment. A monkey building a house. Yeah, Jennifer's even like her mind's blown by that one. But I did want to share because I don't want to stay on here too much longer. I did want to share this one more picture, but I gotta put my thumb over somebody. Not because they're hideous or anything like that because I want to protect their identity because their families, to be respectful to their families.
Mm-hmm.
So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put my finger over their face, but I can share my daughter. I can do that. So
The single view reminds me. The single review reminded me of Hangouts.
so
Yeah.
I'm covering that person's face, but there's my daughter when she was. Let's see, this is 2008. She's
No,
no,
no, no. She's maybe 2.5, 3 years old there.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it's like 2005.
Yeah, you're probably right. 2005. This is my oldest. So I wanted to share that because, and we can go ahead and switch it, Sandy,
Yep, I'm
if
doing it
everyone's
now.
had a chance to see that. So the reason being is, with my grandmother passing and stuff, we were going over stuff in the house and we were looking. Well, thank you very much. Um, we were looking at photographs and people were taking things that they wanted and stuff like that. Um, the good thing is that nobody was fighting or fussing over anything. We would ask, "Hey, do you want this? Hey, do you want that and whatnot?" So it was very civil. No arguments over anything. Um, but I went through those pictures, and I've got to tell you, I got very emotional over them. I really did because it reminds me that I had a past there at one time, and no matter how you slice it, you know, you have to live every day like it's the last day of your life. Because if you're out there just kind of moping around day to day, and I know it's not easy. Like you're going to have bad days, you're going to have good days. You're going to probably sometimes have more bad days than good days. But if you don't at least try to do that, to live every day as though you're like, because we're never guaranteed a tomorrow. And I was sitting there, just falling to pieces because I felt like I had made some bad decisions, which I have made bad decisions, but I was feeling like I had made horrible mistakes in my life and that I have not done anything worth anything with my life. But that's not true because I have done some stuff that was worth things. And I feel that sometimes when you have a passing like this, it not only reminds you how precious life really is, but it also reminds you how precious your life really is because it makes you take stock in your life and it makes you think of your own mortality and where do you want to be in your life as opposed to where you want to be as your life just flashes before your eyes. And there is a difference because where you want to be in your life as opposed to being where you want to be as your life flashes before you. If you let life flash before you, you're not living it. But if you're living inside of your life, if you're taking every moment and you're just drinking it in and soaking it up and reflecting on it, then you know what? You're really doing it. Like you're really living every moment as though it's your last. even if you don't feel like it, like even if you don't feel good, you may not. There's like I said, there's going to be moments where we don't feel good. There's going to be moments where you're not even going to feel like getting out of bed sometimes. But as long as you just give it that little tiny bit of effort, you're not wasting anything. You're not wasting one moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's just something tiny, like you, for an example, doing a broadcast. Let's throw that out there. Like you doing a broadcast. Like you may spend almost every moment in bed, but you do broadcast. You know what I'm saying? Like you push yourself to do that. And if it weren't for that, you wouldn't really have anything. You know what I'm saying? Sandy.
Oh, I was muted. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree.
But that's just the conclusion I came to. And when I saw those pictures, I broke down. And you know, I'm really putting myself out there by saying all this. I'm not one of those people that hide behind an iron curtain and say, "Oh, I'm fine. Everything's okay." I know everything's not okay. I'm a human being. Of course, things aren't always going to be okay, and it's okay not to be okay. And I realize that. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I've taken time off. That's why I've missed a lot of shows. But that's precisely also why I must do more shows. Because as I told you, you got to live every moment of it. And that's also another thing I've done by not going live is I've been doing other things. Like I've been going out on hay rides, and I've been like, I haven't been on hay rides yet, but I'm going to go do that. I've been going to the gym 4 days a week. I've been swimming every day at the gym. I've been taking what do you call those rides? I don't know what they're called, but they're fun and they don't cost that much. And then
No idea what kind of ride you're talking about.
I have no idea where I was going with that either. I'm sorry.
You've been doing things that you normally wouldn't do.
Yeah, I've been like I've for an example, like I didn't used to like to drive after dark, and I still don't. But I'll do it, and I'll take that chance if it means being happy. Like for an example, the other day there was some place I wanted to go, and I had some friends with me, and it's like, well, it's such a time. I said, you know what, I can do it. We'll do it. I mean, I had to unfog the windshield like every 5 seconds, and they were complaining about heat being on in the car when it was already 80 degrees. But we we did it. The only thing I really worry about is the LED lights come at me, and when that hits me, it's like really bad. And then also deer. We have a serious deer problem. Those just come jumping out of nowhere all the time at night, and so that's another reason I don't like driving at night. But I am doing that. I'm doing that more and more now. It's like I used to do that when I was younger, and I had no problem with it whatsoever. Like I didn't worry about deer when I was younger. I knew that they were a problem, but I didn't worry about them as much. Now I worry about them more, but I'm starting to come out of that shell too. I'm starting to, talk to people more. I'm starting to make a little bit of friends here and there. I'm starting to talk to my neighbors actually. And there's nothing wrong with that. People say, oh, I don't want to talk to people. No, you may not want to talk to people, but you know what? For me, it's actually been therapeutic in a way, you know?
Mhm.
I just don't want to talk to stupid people. Like the minute they start saying something that's like, well, for an example, this one guy, the minute I heard him start talking about how he hates people that don't give tips, I'm like, nope, this guy's stupid. I'm not talking to him. He's just going to make me angry because we're going to get into that argument.
Mhm.
And you know how those arguments go.
Yeah, I do.
Like, well, they should. I'm like, I'm not responsible for your boss. You know, if yeah, they should pay you guys more. You're absolutely right, but they don't. But that's not up to me to compensate that payment. If you don't do a good job, if you don't do a halfway decent job on taking my table, then why should I? Why should I dish out the little tiny bit of extra money I get, especially how the economy is nowadays.
You want me to give my honest opinion? You
Well,
shouldn't be
yeah,
going to sit down service if you're not going to leave at least $1 tip.
well, just go. Yeah, that's what the show's for. Go ahead.
Okay, so here's the thing. The Restaurant Association of America in the 1940s or 1950s decided, without anyone's opinion or input, that the customer is to pay half the salary or more of servers. The average server makes $2.40 an hour.
Mhm.
They literally live off tips. That is the other half of their income
I mean, that
in the United
sucks.
States.
Yeah.
Mhm. And a lot of times they get stiffed when they give the best service. They get stiffed because the cooks screwed up. They're made to be responsible for everything that happens. Like if the hostess double seats them by accident, now their service is stretched thin because they're running around like crazy because they were just sat 5 tables at once when they were only supposed to be sat two. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, if you
Yeah.
get horrible service, I get it, but yeah, you can definitely stiff them if you get absolutely horrible service. But I don't know. I'll still leave $1.
But that's a little bit like blaming a horse for throwing you off its back because a skunk sprayed it. I mean, for real.
No, I mean like how? Wait, no. If the cooks burn your food, how is that? The waitress has no idea. They have nothing to do with
Well,
the food,
no, that's not their fault. No,
but they get dock tips a lot because of that.
but I've never done that. I've never.
No, I know you're not. I was giving examples of how they get stiff
I mean, that's not their
tips.
fault,
No, but they lose money all the time because of that.
and that sucks. But I'm
And
just
then there's
saying, like,
also people who come in who don't believe they need to leave a tip. And they're usually the ones that will run you back and forth like crazy.
yeah,
Like you bring them the water they asked for, and when you get to the table, they ask you to get something else. And then you bring that something else, then they ask you to get something else. Instead of just asking for all three things at once. And I'm talking about like running you like crazy, and they usually leave the table an absolute mess. I'm telling you. And we can usually see them from a mile away. Or we know about them because the waitress has warned us and said, I'm not taking that table.
well, yeah, there is people like that.
Just remember though, if you treat any wait staff like that, treat them like crap, leave the table a mess, leave no tip, they will remember you. Don't even think about going back there because no one's going to want to take your table. They're not going to treat you well.
Oh no, I used to work at restaurants all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to bus tables. I used to did I say bus?
No, it is bus tables. You're correct.
No, did I say okay, never mind. No, but I used to bus tables. I used to wash dishes. I used to cook. I never served though.
All
I
of those
never
jobs
served.
get paid a living, well, at least minimum
But
wage.
what I'm saying is I've seen the happenings of
Mm-hmm.
what's happened to servers. Because my mom owned the restaurant and uh her husband, ex-husband now for a long time, but um he used to do that shit. And that's just because that's the business model of all restaurants, really. But
That's what I said. The Restaurant Association of
yeah,
America instituted that, and it's been like that ever since.
yeah. But they could also come back and change. They need to change that. There's other countries that do that. In other countries, people don't tip because in other countries, their waitresses get paid.
Yeah. And not only that, the waitresses have to tip out the busboy.
Yeah,
Sometimes even the cooks. It's like, what?
yeah,
I earn this money. I got to give it to them. Why? So the busboys are getting paid minimum wage or more, and then they got to take their tips, making only $2.40 an hour, and tip out the busboy for doing their job. What? So messed up how servers are treated. So messed up.
it is. I agree with that. But what I don't agree with, see, I wasn't even talking about restaurant stuff. I was talking about like Uber Eats and stuff like that.
Oh, I misunderstood you. I thought you said your server.
Did I?
Yeah, that's why I thought you were talking about in a restaurant.
I might have. I'm sorry, but again, my brain is Swiss cheese right now.
No, I understand.
No, no, I meant like delivery, Uber Eats, and all that. That's what I meant because that's what a guy came in complaining about one day, and I was like, you know what? I actually didn't say anything. I said something, and then he kind of said something, and I was thinking in my head, I'm done. I'm not getting into this. But it
Yeah.
is funny. It is funny though. Here's what Uber does. They
Mhm.
charge their own fee, and the delivery driver doesn't even get to see that. He doesn't see any of that. And that does suck. But here's my thing. You decided to go do that. You decided this is what you're going to do, and you knew in advance that that's what the deal was.
Mhm.
That you didn't get, you're not going to get, you're not going to get paid much. You know that it's going to have to be made up for in tips, and you know that you can't take it upon yourself to say, "Oh, well, now you're not going to get this food if you're not going to tip me." To me, that's what's not right.
No, and you know what? I think the app should tell the people if they're getting a cash tip.
That's what
Like,
I'm saying.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
because hold on, I have to cough.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Like, I've seen things on YouTube, of course, where delivery drivers will like skip over people and not deliver their stuff because they don't see a tip. I think it should does I don't know. I don't order from it, so I don't know, but does it let you know if they're leaving a cash tip when they come?
Some of them do. Some, like I've ordered from certain places, and it says it's got a spot on the app where you can either do cash or you could do it through your card. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that, why it's like that.
I don't know, but I think they should let them know.
Because I'll
I
do that
saw.
sometimes. I mean, I'll do that sometimes myself. I'll be like, I really don't want to put that much on my card. It's like I'll just give them cash as a tip. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I saw on a video that Uber, I think it's Uber, will give a message saying, "Are you sure you don't want to leave a tip?" They will skip your stuff. They will take. It could take longer to
hmm,
get your order because the drivers can decline it because there's no tip. Well,
wow.
add a cash tip is add cash. Like, let them know they're getting a cash tip.
Yeah. That's what they used to, like pizza places, for an example, when they had their own drivers. That's what they used to do.
Yeah, they still have their own drivers here. You
Do
can
they?
still. I'm sure you have it there too. You just have to call the restaurant to order the food.
That's true. Yeah.
Like that, if we order out at all, well, first we're gonna go across the street because there's no delivery fee at all. But
Hmm.
um, like the last time we ordered out, I think was the Super Bowl. Um, like where it was delivered, and yeah, no, we're not. We're never. We don't use. Oh my God, it's so expensive to use those Uber Eats and stuff because the prices are ridiculous.
Yeah.
If people would just start calling the regular restaurants and have their food delivered, I mean, you could save like $20 or more, depending on what you're buying. I mean, the fees they tack on is insane. They raise the price of everything. I mean, it was great to have those services and stuff in 2020,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It just, I don't understand why people would pay extra just to use Uber when they could just call the restaurant. I mean, I get it. Some restaurants don't have delivery.
Right. That's why I did it.
Mm-hmm. You'd be surprised how many people are calling Uber from pizza places that do have delivery.
Oh, really? That's kind of bad and sad.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, look, I'm gonna go ahead and close out the show,
Sounds
and
good. And you know what? Since you're doing that, I'm going to tell people we'll probably start in about 45 minutes. I still have to make a thumbnail. So, in
no
about
problem.
45 minutes, half hour, 45 minutes, we'll start our show.
Now that would be cool.
Yeah. Give
But
them time to go get a snack, run to the bathroom, eat if they
go
need
get
to,
a
do
snack.
something, take a shower, whatever they want to do.
I'll tell you what, isn't it weird? Like real quick, because I do want to close the show. But anymore, the shower, and I love taking my showers. Don't get me wrong, but it seems like anymore the shower, like you take a shower. It used to, I would take a shower and I would feel fresh all day. But it seems like anymore, I don't know if it's the soap.
It
I
could
don't know
be.
if it's because I don't use like Axe body wash or whatever the hell.
Ooh, you know what
I
else it could be?
what's that?
All right, so in in my area, I don't know about yours, we have hard water. And some places have a filtration system in the water to make the water softer.
Yeah.
Hard water can make you feel less clean.
Yeah, that's true. I never thought about that.
So it could be the water.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though. I remember being younger and just taking a shower and just getting out. But anymore, man, I just want to stay underneath that water. Just like, oh man, yeah. Get my shoulders. That's right. I guess the older you get, that's how that works.
Yeah.
But look, I've had, you know, it's been a serious talk, kind of, but I've had kind of a good time here tonight, I do believe. And you know what? This has been therapeutic for me. I've gotten a lot off of my chest, and I've shared a lot of things here tonight. And I feel like I've also learned a lot of things because those experiences that I told you about, I believe them to be real. I do believe people see stuff just before they die. And
I agree.
you know, I just want to say to everybody out there who watched this and took their time to be on here, and I'd like to thank you for, of course, uh, put me on here, because if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be able to do it. Because I'll tell you what I did. I cleaned out my computer again and wiped out all my cache. And even though I had all this time, it's been a long time since I did one of these, and I lost the controls. So I'll have to have you send me an email again to get them back.
Yeah, not a problem. I could do that right now.
All right, cool. But I just wanted to thank everybody. I want to thank Ken Raz, Jennifer Richardson, Go Kart Bob. Who else is on here? Oh yes, Astral Fugitive. Astral Fugitive. I said it right, I think. I don't know. Preliminal. Preliminal was on here?
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool. Ken Raz. Ken Raz the man.
Splatter and Josh.
Oh yeah, Splatter for 20 and good old Josh. I think those guys. Go Kart Bob. I think I already said him.
Super Mario
Ooh,
Brothers 3.
Super Mario Bros. 3. Hellcat.
Mm-hmm.
Always good to see Hellcat. Um, I'm
Bone
scrolling.
Breaking Action.
Oh yeah, bone breaking action.
I
Who's
don't know if
Rob?
I don't know if we saw Honest Hunter O Hebro tonight.
We saw
What do you
Kitty
mean,
Cat Whack, Valley Parks.
Valley Parks? Yeah. Wait, why'd you say who's Rob?
Who's Rob? There's some Rob guy on here.
Oh, Rob's here? Let me see.
Yeah.
Where?
Let's see. He came in behind. Where the hell did he go? Well, he was on here earlier. I don't know.
I'm scrolling. It actually said Rob, or did it say anything else?
No, it just said Rob.
Oh, then it's a different Rob. Well, Rob, welcome, Rob.
But that's all I see. So, is that all you see?
I'm not done scrolling. I'm still scrolling. But
Okay.
yes, that is all I see.
All right. So, um, thanks for doing the show, and we'll see you
Thanks for
guys
having
on
me.
the actual show. I will have a show next week. And don't forget to tune in to. I'll let you go ahead and do that part.
But wait, don't, isn't are we planning a show later this week or not?
Oh, yes, that's right. I almost forgot. Thursday, right?
Thursday.
All
Hmm.
right. I don't know what the name of it's going to be yet. Maybe Thursday. I don't know. We'll see.
Throwback Thursday.
There you go. I like that better.
Because I'm going to be showing the Candace Owens throwback.
Oh,
It's gonna
cool.
fit. Yeah.
All right. Well, have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Well, I'll see you soon. I didn't say the show. I will do a post, but look for the show within like the next half hour, 45 minutes. Hebro, is there anything you want to say, or am I just ending it?
Oh yeah, just Oh yeah. If she ever gets the chance to watch this, please subscribe. Then that way I'll have a new subscriber as well.
My
And I'm
earbuds.
talking about, of course, I'm talking about April, this April person. All right. Yep. That's it.
All right. Good night, guys.